He's an arsehole, said Daphne. Kit Bitterfeld glanced up warily from her Sunday newspaper. She'd never heard her mother swear before. Even now, despite the dementia, the word didn't sound like it should be in Daphne's vocabulary. Reluctantly, Kit peered at her mother's face and took in her confused, watery-eyed expression. The elderly woman was seated upright against the pillows on a narrow single bed. Her electric blanket was on, even though it was a hot summer's day, and her cheeks were flushed pink. Her ancient eyes darted about the room. "I beg your pardon," said Kit, her voice tired and neutral. "That man," said Daphne, her gaze coming to rest on Kit's face. "Your husband." "My ex-husband," corrected Kit. "Yes, that man. He's a castle." "A castle?" said Kit, a little surprised. Daphne nodded and Kit nodded back with encouragement. She was relieved to find that it was just a nonsense word, a random firing from her mother's brain. Kit hadn't the energy to cope with another outburst, not today. "I told you," continued Daphne, "when you introduced me to him, I warned you about him. I said, he's a remarkably handsome man, didn't I? We were in the kitchen at the old house and you said, we're going to get married, and that's when I warned you. I said, there's such a thing as being too good-looking, Kitty. And that man is too good-looking." Kit frowned and shifted uncomfortably. She was disturbed that Daphne had remembered. That day, the two of them had been alone in the kitchen. Elliot had just gone to the bathroom, and they were waiting for him to come back. They'd been discussing Kit's new hairdo, a self-styled pixie cut. Her mother was complimenting her, even though Kit had cut the fringe too short and severe. Daphne said she liked it, that Kit looked like a pretty Joan of Arc. Kit was pleased. That was why the veiled insult took her by surprise. "You should be careful, Kitty," Daphne said suddenly. "A handsome man is like a castle." The boiling jug gurgled on the bench and the teacups rattled ominously. Kit felt a weight in her stomach. Here it comes, she thought. Trust her mother to cut her to the quick with a "he can do better than you," just when Kit felt so stupid about her hair and when she already knew Elliot was out of her league. "You know the old saying," said Daphne. "A handsome man is like a castle, and a castle much assaulted will eventually yield. Women will look at him on the street, they'll make suggestions, they'll throw themselves at him." Her eyes narrowed. "And being a man, he'll like it. He'll like the attention and the suggestions. Just you wait and see. He'll give in to them."